This video is a little different than what I normally have. First off, I didn't get the microphone turned on, and that kind of changed the pattern and the flow of everything that I normally do. So I went about a little bit of different approach on it. I was going to I'd bowled 4 games. In the first 2 games, I had used my Storm ball. I have a lot of Storm products, and lately I've switched to hammer on some things, particularly the Spawn, Zero Mercy, and the Dynasty, the 3.0 Black Widow ball. But I thought today I wanted to go back and try the Bionic and the Physics Blackout and see what I could do with that. And boy, I just didn't have it. It just did not work. I had a 150 and a 156. I was going to put it all together, and I kind of inadvertently erased those first 2 games and ended up with the last 2. But as it would be, Spawn worked out pretty well. The first game here that's on this video was I threw with Spawn, and I came back. I mean, there was a 50-pin spread between what I did with the Bionic and what I did with Spawn and the Zero Mercy. I was experimenting in this video also along the way with CapCut and doing some overlays in it, and I'm developing some characters along the way also. I've got Super Senior Citizen that came about just because I was driving around thinking about superheroes one day, and considering I'm a super senior, I thought, well, maybe we could just develop a character like that, the Super Senior Citizen Man. And he's there. But, we always have when there's a positive in this world, we also have a negative, because, you can't, the world just doesn't work with a positive and without a negative. Look at a battery. Battery won't charge if you don't have both posts, right? So I thought about, Superman, and Superman has kryptonite. That was his weakness. So we have Mike Kryptonite, and Mike Kryptonite shows up. Of course, that Kryptonite Mike guy, he is nothing like a Super Senior Man. He's not fit. He's still using a Manhattan rubber ball from back in the 50s. He's kind of out of shape. He wears old rental shoes, white socks. He's kind of fat in the middle. He wears his pants too high. And, he just kind of carries a negative tone around with him everywhere that he goes. And he splits a lot, and he misses single pin spares, and he's a mess. And he's never got anything good to say. Well, this guy lives within me. I mean, he surely does, just like Super Senior Man lives within me. So there's a constant battle going on within the two of them. So I'm kind of making a little bit of a thing, like a cartoon character, a comic book strip, and I've got these guys coming out and popping out in this video every now and then along the way. Now, in this first game here, Kryptonite Mike didn't get a chance to show up too much because realistically, there was only one opportunity for Kryptonite Mike to show up, and that was in the 10th frame when I switched over to the Zero Mercy, and there was the washout. Now, I'll tell you, the washout has been killing me lately. I've had probably the last 10 washouts I've had, I have not converted any, and I used to convert them like crazy, but not this time. It was a slow go on it, but as you can see, Super Senior Citizen Man was bowling really good here, and he had fought off the old Kryptonite Mike throughout most of this game. And so, as it were, I was just relaxed and throwing the ball and feeling pretty good about everything. And I mean, look at that, strong game right there. It is the old buddy over there, Mac, says, "Oh, if this was no tap, I'd have a 300." Mac loves no tap, because he hates the 10 pin. But anyway, it's no matter for me. If I can keep Kryptonite Mike away from me, I'll be fine, and I won't have to be fighting over, 10 pins and everything, because Super Senior Man, the Super Senior Super Power Man, he picks up everything. He converts splits. I mean, he just, single pins are no match for him. I mean, he goes on strikes, binges, and he'll run out 7 or 8 in a row. He's just an awesome individual with constantly being positive about everything in the world and everything that goes on. This guy can find a positive in everything that there possibly is, except the Kryptonite Mike. Super Senior Citizen absolutely despises Kryptonite Mike and everything that he stands for. He hates those stupid old rental shoes he wears and those stupid wool white socks and that stupid belt that he wears around the middle section. It just looks ridiculous. Super Senior Man, he's a neat, snazzy dresser. He likes to look sharp at all the time. Black and gold are his colors. He just thinks it looks fabulous on him, and he just wears them with pride. He is a man of exquisite taste, and I'll tell you, he's got some power in those arms. He's something else. Well, Kryptonite Mike is just about as opposite as you can get from the man we're looking at there on the right. Yep, he just about as, look at this guy. That cat is something, isn't he? Got some power. Super Senior Citizen power is what he is. I'm telling you, it's incredible when you compare the two. Well, anyway, I'm going to start developing a little thing along the way in the next few videos. And every time that something pops up that just is terrible and looks negative, well, you know that Kryptonite Mike showed up. Absolutely know that. Well, a funny thing happened to me as I went to export this thing out and get it ready to put on YouTube. It froze up, and so I tried to correct it, and then I couldn't do it, and then I thought, well, I'll just turn it off. Well, I probably shouldn't have done that, because as I was trying to undo it, I had erased the last section of the audio, which was the last part of all the explanation.
Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did?
That I had explained, or tried to explain what I was doing here with this new adventure that I've got with the characters, with the Super Senior Power, which I'm going to change his name to Super Senior Citizen instead of Super Senior Power, Citizen Power. I'll leave the power in there for somewhere, because I definitely need the power. But, and then a Kryptonite Mike, of course we won't have to leave that. But anyway, the thing about it is that we have a duality of life. We got the yin and the yang, and the positive and the negative. And so what resides within me is Kryptonite Mike and the Super Senior Citizen. And when I stand out there on the lanes and I look down that golden lane, I don't feel the pain that's in the bottom of my feet or in my legs or back, and everything's burning. I'm thinking about hitting the pins and walking down that golden line there. I guess that's about as close to heaven as I'm going to get in this earth. The golden streets of heaven await me. My Aunt Geneva, when I was 5 years old, knew that she was going to pass away, and she told me not to worry about her, that she would be fine, that she was going to be with Jesus and walk on the paved street of Golden Street, where she could walk. She was an invalid. She has a wheelchair, and she was a beautiful woman and a beautiful creature. I mean, her hair was so long, and she was very, very different lady. When I always think about the streets of gold, I think about my Aunt Geneva. Well, anyway, looking at that right there, looking at this positive nature of this guy right here, yeah, Super Senior Power. It's a senior citizen power right there. And that's what I want to use in my mind to overcome these frailties that I have in this body. And so going more, and making more videos, I'm not going to be trying to copy these other people who are doing these ball reviews and out there telling you, oh, wow, this ball hits or this ball hooks and all that other stuff. I bought 50 some odd balls in about the 3 years I've been doing this. And I bought, here the last few months, I bought the Spawn, I bought the Zero Mercy, and I bought the Dynasty, the 3.0, and I still use the IQ78U. Those balls are the ones I've been using and the ones I've been having the most success with. Here we go. Kryptonite Mike shows up. Now, I pulled the Zero Mercy out because I wanted to use it, and I noticed I was missing a little action off the Spawn. I thought, well, I'll go to the Zero Mercy and clean it up. And I have not picked up a washout probably in the last 10 attempts. And here I was thinking, okay, I'm finally going to get a decent game, and I'm going to have to pick this up, and I haven't picked one up in the last 10 shots. Look at that. Booyah. What happened? Super senior citizen power prevailed. Yeah, absolutely did. And in conjunction with the Zero Mercy. Well, that's just what I needed to get a little boost of energy there to bring it on forth. At least that's what I thought. Well, anyway, this is the final throw in the 10th frame here of the first game, and so it was pretty good. You can hear me yawning a little bit because I've been working on this for a lot of the evening time. And there's a nice strike, ends out that first game, and his first game ends up with a nice score of 212. Got the power of the senior citizen going. I think the mic is working, and it's not. I didn't do a mic check, and should have done that in the beginning. But anyway, this gives me a new approach here. I'm recapping the score, 212 right there. Okay. First two games were 150 and 156, so I made a substantial comeback. And, I had the Storm ball out there, the Bionic and the Physics Blackout, and neither one of them did too good for me. So we're going to start a new game here. This is the fourth and final game of the set, and really, I only had two real games in here, which is the 212 and this game that I'm about to start with. Now, I'm going to take off here, and I'm going to throw a pretty decent ball. It's a little bit off, and I'll leave a 10 pin. I'll leave the 610, which is usually something that's fairly easy to pick up, and it is easy to pick up. Now, I should pick this up easily and move on to getting a good game because I really wanted to shoot a big score. I need to get a 270 or 280 under my belt, and that's where I get to feeling good about things once again. All right, stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Got it lined up. Yep, left foot's in the right spot. You got it all lined up. Looks like you're rolling it around about that. Yep. Third arrow right down the line and pop. Click. He shows up. Kryptonite Mike in his rental shoes and his Manhattan rubber ball shows up. But Super Senior arrived and says, get out of here, man. We're not going to let you foul this game up. You foul up enough as it is. We can't have you around here. So he's going to come in here, and we're going to run up some strikes and some spares, and we're not going to have any more of that. My rule of thumb usually is I can have one open, but that's all per game, and it usually needs to be on a split, not on something like a chop like that. Well, anyway, Super Senior man here comes, and he brings in a positive force of life. He's got a positive thought about everything except for one thing, and that's Kryptonite Mike, because he absolutely cannot stand Kryptonite Mike and all the dumpy clothes that he wears, those Goodwill shoes those rental shoes that he got on his feet, those white wool socks, pants pulled up too high, water wading pants he's got. He's got his belt too tight around his middle, spiny looking arms, and a negative attitude. The guy just reeks of garlic everywhere he goes. Stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. All right, super senior power coming in. Boom, all right. Boom, chakalaka. Pretty good looking strike there. Not a jam up real good one, but it was all right. Turn the page and I'm going to run out. Go home, you're not wanted here. That's right, you're not wanted here, man. Get your fat butt down the road. I know. You're feeling sorry for yourself but it's your own fault. You ought to get a better thought. Yeah, you're right. No one wants you. That's a fact. No one wants you around. Yep, you bring forth too much negative energy. We've got to have some positive thoughts because we want some positive scores. So we're going to stand tall. We're going to roll the ball, Mike. Stand tall, roll the ball. That's the super senior citizen power within you that's talking to you. You're not going to think about anything bad that's going on. There's no bad things on the golden lanes, and that's a fact. Stand tall, roll the ball. Down the middle she rolls. Boom, chakalaka. Got a strike there. That's right. Another fine strike, and that's powered up as a senior citizen power. Look at that cat. He's a go-getter. He tears up the pins. That's right. Here to save the day. Anytime you want to save the day, you call upon the senior citizen power. Dressed in black and gold, which was my high school colors, which that was 50 plus years ago. Well, and counting. Yep. Come on, Mike. Stand tall, roll the ball. Roll up some more strikes. Come on. Keep it going. Stay tall. Roll the ball. Everything around. Come on. Roll the ball. Come up through the ball. Follow through. Stay behind it. Yeah. You got all the thoughts. You got all the stuff going on. Nice and easy. There you go. Boom. Yep. Looking good. Looking good. I'd like to say I'd like to throw the ball like Chris Barnes, but, that's in only my dreams. Yeah, how about that? Or you say you could throw it like Ryan Barnes. Well, that ain't never going to happen. Well, but the kid on the right over here, the man's name is Ben. The son's name is Benji. He's bowling over here to the right. I'm gonna do them a video up because he bowls 293 over there. He's a two-handed bowler. Really nice kid. Stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Keep your mind on your business over here in this lane. There we go. Stand up in there, roll it down the lane. Nice one. Follow through okay. Up, tore it up. Tore it up. It looked like spaghetti down there. Yep, that was spaghetti bowl right there, baby. Yeah. What do we get? Got us a turkey. Oh, we got a four-bagger. We got a ham bone. Ham bone. Baby, don't you ham bone? That's a new dance that they do out there at the bowling lanes. Yep. Stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Stand tall, roll the ball. Keep that in mind at all times. There it is, senior citizen power. It's going to just engulf the area with positive affirmations. There we go. Stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Up and back. Down, out, and no. There's the opportunity to let the old Kryptonite Mike sneak back into your head. Well, he's trying to. Yes, he is. Will K-Man, Kryptonite Man, come in here and mess this spare attempt up? I don't think so. I don't think he will. Because after all, we have super senior citizen power riding with us too. One on each shoulder, one of talking crap all the time. You're not going to get this. You can't pick this up. You don't know where to stand. Your legs are hurting too much to bowl out here. Why don't you go home? You don't need to bowl anymore. That's Kryptonite Mike. Super senior citizen says, fire the ball, Mike. Stand tall, roll the ball, and down she fires, and there she goes. Wherever she stops, we all know. Boom! Chakalaka. Senior citizen power to the rescue. A spare is okay. If you can't strike, you need to spare. So don't despair, just spare. The senior citizen power returns and saves the day with the spare. Stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Keep it going. Follow through. That's right. Get that oil off the ball. There was actually some oil down there today on the lane. Standing tall, rolling the ball, getting lined up. 35, 5, and 3. Come through the ball, see what you got. You come on in. Zero Mercy kind of roll down the lane. And there she goes. Good release, good follow through. Cleaned up that strike. Yes. Boom, chakalaka, spaghetti bowl. There was one right there. Let's spin it out, see the pins fly down. Oh, yeah. That's a strike. Yeah. Strike in the 7th. All right. Shake it up, shake it up. Here we go. We got the battle going on. Will the fat man show back up with the rental shoes, or are we going to keep the guy with the golden boots out there? I'm voting for the golden boots all the time. But there's the kid. There he goes over there. There you go, Benji. Benji Bowl 293 over there. He's got a good release. Solid. Yeah. As he goes old, he's going to be really good. Standing tall, rolling the ball, Mike. Good follow through. Kind of reached out a little bit. But no. Didn't quite follow through enough to carry that. Didn't quite follow through to carry that 5-pin. I don't know. I felt like I was a little bit off on that or something when I could see it there was we were looking at the video. All right. There comes the kid again. Nice. Look at that. Yeah. Got a lot of pin action. Yep. He used the ion solid over there, which is a great ball. Yep. I bowl 300 with the ion solid. Here we go, Mike. That's a nice pickup. It's been much too long since I bowled 300. I need to start off the season and this year with a couple of 300s. That's the goal. Okay, we have a strike spare again. Okay, let's stand here, Mike. Let's get it going. All right, stand tall, roll the ball. Finish strong. There's Dad over there. Yep. All right, Dad Ben. He's having a hard time keeping up with the kid, though. All right, I'm going to stand up in here tall, Mike. Roll the ball. Keep your shoulders back. Stand tall that first 2 steps. You got it. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Down it goes. And chunga, spaghetti ball. All right. Fade to black. Come on out here. Talk about this double we got over here on the scoreboard. Looking at the double. Yep. Oh, it's not a double, Mike. You forgot you spared. It should actually be a turkey. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? That's all it always is. Woulda, coulda, woulda have done this and woulda done that. If I hadn't have thrown it in the gutter, I'd have done really good. Well, stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Keep the graphics flowing. Make this thing interesting. We want to make it interesting. All right. Do that little mock wind up there. I got that from 220 average bowler. Now we go down through there. Oh, Brooklyn. Hit a Brooklyn. Got a little lucky on that one. Not sure. I think I laid it down in the wrong spot. Looked like everything. The delivery was off. Was okay. All right. We're in the 10th frame. It was good to pick up Brooklyn up in the 10th frame. You needed that. All right. Shake it up. Stand tall. Roll the ball, Mike. Come on. Here we go. Got your shoulders back. First step, couple of steps are tall. We're walking up there to the line. Nice and easy. Timing is good and down, and it's boom, a little high on the pocket. Left a 4-pin. 4-pin. All right. Come on, man. That's right. Come on. Throw that dang ball. Now, are we going to let Kryptonite Mike show back up? That's what he could, but we don't want. We want to finish this game out with a spare. It's bad enough we had to open in the front. We want to keep our spare rate high as possible. We're looking to be in the 90 to 95% range, and that's really good for a soon to be 73-year-old rookie bowler. Stand tall, roll the ball, Mike. Down the lane she goes. Boom, chakalaka. Knocked it down into the back, and that concludes this game. And this game was an awesome game. We rolled it up at a 226 clip, and have to be thankful for that. Now I'm giving the review of what I'm doing here, and how I switched over from Bionic to the Zero Mercy, and and to the Spawn, and how it came back these last 2 games back. But I'm telling you, I want to thank God for my family, for my beautiful wife Janice, my 2 fine sons, stepson, and all my grandchildren. Amen and hallelujah.